Now please, thank you, and close your eyes for a minute, please. Om Sahanavadu Sano Nuktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Viddushavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Okay, friends. So, I hope you have been thinking about all that we have been sharing about this word I, about yourself, which is something which is always existing, ever existing, and absolutely effortless. Just see that principle of effortlessness is so beautiful. This morning I was thinking, to come here, you have put forth an effort. You are in your house, you wanted to come here, you are in effort. You have to put forth an effort. To go from here to any other place, Mahabalipuram in our neighborhood, or you want to go to another state, country, continent, planet, we have to put forth effort. We may go, may not go. We may be able to reach, may not be able to reach. But friends, reaching the universe, can you put forth effort to reach the universe? A place in the universe, you have to put effort. You have to make an effort to reach a point in space. What effort should you make to reach space? What effort you should undertake to reach the universe? Absolutely effortless. Even before you want to reach it, it has already reached you. That which is everywhere, you don't have to reach, because everywhere has already reached you, even you before try to attempt to reach that place. To listen to a sound is effort. Where the sound is, your ears must also be in a good shape. But for silence, what should you do? Exactly the same way, to be with a role is an effort. To be with the self, effortless. Are you getting that point, please? To be with a role is an effort. Just think for yourself, friend. Just think for yourself. How many roles you have changed from your childhood until now? And how many times you have changed your self-consciousness, the truth, the coconut? Remember that example, coconut? The coconut is same. the fruit size, shells, all these things may be different. Let's don't go into a ridiculous state. Just think of the simplicity of it. How many times you have changed your roles or you are forced to be with a changed role, but can somebody force you to be with yourself? Can somebody deny you to be with yourself? You can be given a post and your post can be taken away. You can be given certain money, the wealth that can be taken away. You can be given a particular, anything, you can be given something, a role can be given and a role can be taken away. You cannot stay with a role for all times to come. You have to put forth an effort to pick up a role, to maintain that role. Ultimately, you may not succeed in keeping that role. But what is the effort you should undertake? What should the effort you should take? You should make to be yourself, being conscious, absolutely effortless, immediate, instantaneous. Effortless means for which you don't have to do anything. Many different lists we have made. Please go back home and try to make the things that are effortless in your life. Reaching the universe, effortless. Being with silence, effortless. Being in the space, effortless. Being conscious, consciousness, self, effortless. If we understand that language, being the happiness, effortless. Sensation needs effort. Perception needs effort. That is why when you equate a happiness with a sensation or a perception, you have to struggle in life to create that sensation or to make that perception possible. Happiness yourself is not a sensation, it is not a perception. Consciousness, that in which you are aware of everything, effortless. What you are aware of, effort. Please think of it. That is why most people, please appreciate, unfortunately we are not exposed to this beautiful dimension of the reality. Just picking up words and words and words, what happens? That is why many people will tell you, which is here all the time, Swamiji, whatever you say, I understand, I know, but no experience. This is an universal malady. It's an universal disease. It is an universal conditioning, so strong, so pervasive, so imposing. The moment you grasp that what a misnomer, what a wrong idea it is, you will have a tremendous relief, and we shall see today, friends. Because everybody shall say, whatever you are telling, Swamiji, fantastic, but I am waiting to know myself. I want to experience myself. Whatever you are talking, I know. I want to experience myself. Friends, today we shall see that once for all. Today, tomorrow classes, we shall see it once for all. Please see it very, very clearly. These words we must understand very clearly. What people will say, which you might have told, your friends might have told, or they would have also challenged you. Suppose you tell somebody, I am going to Vedanta classes, I am going to listen to Upanishads. Hey, don't go theory, talk. It's all nonsense. Have you got the experience of it? You are also hit. True. So you must do some practice. dig a hole and sit down. You sit down under a tree or somewhere, jump into the water or put some fire around, stretch your body, do something, starve, either, indulge or renounce, deny yourself. You understand the point? So many different things. These are the practices. And the person thinks, I have not done any practice. Please, friends, appreciate. These words we shall see today. Everybody says, I have the knowledge, but I don't have the experience. Understand, friends? You do not have the knowledge. When you are listening to something, listen carefully, when you are listening to something, you do not have the knowledge. You have the information. Information should not be equated to the knowledge. If I talk to you about Himalayan mountain range, Himalayan mountain range in the northern border of India, 1500 kilometers, with so many peaks, Everest, Kanchenjunga, all the things, the peaks are there. When you listen to these things, what are you getting? Information or the knowledge? It is information about the, are you getting that? It is information about Himalayas. So this is like FIR, first information report. You got the first information. Previously you didn't even know it. Listen carefully. Previously you didn't even know it. Just to jump a little gun and tell you, previously you didn't even know it. But did you stop knowing about you not knowing it? You did not get an information about Himalayas. You did not get an information about another country or continent. These thoughts were not there. But that by which you are knowing everything, that was there or not? This information was not there. Listen carefully. When you have to convert that information to knowledge, you have to go to Himalayas. Suppose you see the Himalayas. Now there is a thought. I know now. This is relative knowledge. Previously, when you say you don't know about, previously when you say you don't know about Himalayas, it means you did not have any information also. First you have information. But the information is not knowledge. Then you go to Himalayas, see it, somebody introduces it to you, and now there is a thought is there. The Himalayan picture also is in your head. That knowledge also is there. That knowledge as a thought was not there with you. But ask yourself, did you not know that this knowledge was not there? Are you not knowing that this knowledge is there? So there is a distance, there is a difference between relative knowledge and ignorance and the absolute knowledge. Absolute knowledge, the consciousness in whose presence you are aware of the ignorance about certain object, certain sound, touch, taste, smell, any type of ignorance, and also with the consciousness you are aware of the knowledge of the place, the thought of the place. When you reach that place, you pick it up, that also you are aware. So at any time, listen carefully friends, at any time, knowing is effortless. Knowing what? That is not effortless. Are you getting that point, please? Knowing is effortless. I can give you what you want to see, hear, taste, touch, smell, but I cannot give you knowing. Can somebody give you the capacity for the knowing? Can somebody deny you that? Today the political establishment, they amend the constitution or they promulgate a constitution. Today onwards you all must be conscious. And since our government has changed, we are deciding all of you shall be unconscious. Is there any religious establishment which shall give you a promulgation? From today onwards, everybody shall be conscious. Since you are not following our religion, since you are not following our tradition, you are not following the footstep of some monkey or monk, you shall be unconscious now on. Is there any such thing, sir? Can anybody take it away? Come back to that experience, friends, these words. So please, when people say they have the information, but they don't have the experience, or they have the knowledge, they don't have the experience, they are using that word information and knowledge both in a very vague way. Information is not knowledge. Knowing about Himalayas, picking up an idea from a book or listening to a friend, that is not knowledge. You are picking up the information. Please see that. It's very, very important. Your understanding must be precise. Then you shall see there is no vagueness about it and instantaneous. Please see. So the getting the information is getting all these informations, getting all these ideas, you call it as the information. Information is the first stage as though of getting knowledge. Because once you get the information, you are now curious. To be curious about the information, you must know the information. Are you getting that? To be curious about the information, Himalayas, to be curious about it, first somebody must put that idea. What is this advertisement? Global, world scale advertisements everywhere. Why are they advertising Amazon? Why are they advertising Taj Mahal? Why are they advertising any country for that matter? Giving you the information. When they are giving you the information, are they giving you the knowledge or sending you an invitation? Please come to our country. Please come to Amazon. Please come to Alaska. Please come to Arctic Circle. Please come to Himalayas. So the information is creating trouble for you. Because until you are informed, you are very happy inside your small house or wherever in a little village under a tree. But once informations are given, oh boy. A competition is not how much you know, but how much you are informed. School, college, university, the competition is not about the knowledge. The competition is about the information. Who is more informed than the other? Just how much you are more informed than the other. Listen carefully. Information is not knowledge. To get the knowledge of the Himalayas, you must convert the information to knowledge. Okay? This is first statement. Next. If this is so, in case you consider that as you are listening to the Vedanta Upanishads, you are getting the information about yourself. If you want to convert your information about yourself to knowledge, where should you go? To convert the information about Himalayas to knowledge, go to Himalayas, travel 2,000 kilometers. To convert the information about Alaska to knowledge, travel 10,000 kilometers or whatever distance from your house. But to convert the information about yourself to knowledge, where should you go? Are you here or not? Anybody left himself and came here? Any one of you? Will you leave yourself behind? Swamiji is talking about myself, very divine stuff, nonsense. When I am going back, I don't want his studies. So I am leaving behind myself here and I am going. Will you? Can you? To convert the information about yourself to knowledge, where should you go? Wherever you are, there it is. Any time, any place, any condition. Understand? Then the person shall say, "Oh, theoretically I understand. Now we shall get into that mode. But I don't have the experience, you see." This is the most dangerous statement, friends. Most dangerous. Please, I beg you, understand it clearly. If you do not understand, please question, challenge me, question for yourself, see for yourself. If you do not, if you say you cannot, I shall hit your head, doom, doom, doom. Why? Because it's so simple. When I hit you, I will not hit you with a stone. I will hit you with my love, affection, concern. Don't be stupid. Don't you see that with children? Baby, this is your nose. Mommy, what is my nose? This is your nose. Mommy, I don't know what is my nose. Baby, this is your nose. Now when you are desperate, are you frustrated? Or you are interested? Come on, baby, this is your nose. Ha! Oh, so until the baby says, ha! What you will say? You will go on telling it, right? I told you, this is the hibiscus. This is the hibiscus. Ah! Is in front of you. We shall see that, friends. Please see. So to convert their information about yourself to knowledge, where should you go? Himalayas? Ashrams? Mountains? Which place you should renounce? Renounce my home, renounce my husband, give up my wife, give up my job, sell my car, give up everything? If you give up everything, you shall be renunciative, poor, not enlightened. If you grab everything, you shall be rich, comfortable, uncomfortable, choice is yours. But you will not be yourself. Who you are is not defined by what you have been seeing it in the very first classes. Who you are cannot be defined by anything that you have or you do not have. Any role that you have or do not have. Any faith you have or do not have. Any information you have or do not have. You are who you are at all times, all places, all conditions. Swamiji, I have all these informations, fantastic, logically superb, but I don't have the experience of it. Really? Oh, so sweet. Please, friends, we shall see today. Oh, ma. So it is a fighting now between theoretical knowledge and experience. Oh, you may have the knowledge, but have you got the experience? You don't know what you are talking about, friends. Listen carefully, we shall go step by step by step. What you really have is information, not knowledge. That is true. What you really have is information, but you don't have the knowledge. But to say you don't have the experience is a huge, huge, huge flaw. It has been dinned into your head as though there is a distance between, listen carefully, as though there is a distance between knowledge and experience. There is a distance between information and experience, true, 100% true, 1,000,000% true. But distance between knowledge and experience, unless you are equating knowledge with information, it is not true. Because knowledge means you have the experience. In fact, if you are holding experience in such a high premium, which you should hold, nothing wrong in that, everyone has the experience, but you do not have the knowledge. I'll prove it. I don't have to prove it. This is our tradition. This is Upanishads. This is the ancient most literature of the mankind. You are not competing with nobody. Your God, my God, your truth, my truth, your book, my book. Forget it. Does it matter, friends? What matters is, Are you alive? Are you immortal? Are you happiness? Are you absolute? Does it matter what house you have got, what house I don't have? What car you have, what car I don't have? What money you have, what money I don't have? What gods or dogs you have or do not have? What wife or husband you have or do not have? What type of faith you have or do not have? What is more important, friends? What all things we have or who we are? Somewhere something must happen. This knowledge bomb must explode in the universe. That's this peace bomb. Instead of exploding these AK-47, dynamite, what is that, atom bomb, this and that nonsense and destroying everybody. Political identity, religious identity, social identity, different types of status, conditions. Why are you doing that, friends? Why are you doing? The person who is dying, please go and ask him, what is he missing? What is he begging for? What is he craving for? What is he desperately begging for, waiting for? One day more, 1 minute more. I don't want to die, I want to be immortal. He is not telling, can I have one more Lamborghini? Can I have one more house? Can I have 1 or 2 more girlfriends and boyfriends? Can I go and see this place? Shall I believe in this God or that God? No! The person is desperate to be alive. Think. Like yesterday somebody sent a very, very interesting write-up from somebody. Somebody has written that. All the time people are telling, I am dying, whenever a child, I am dying to be young. Then you go to school, I am dying to be educated. I am dying to get a job. Once you get the job, I am dying to get married. Then once you get married, I am dying to have more children. I am dying to see that my children are all set up. Then I am dying to pick up this, get out of this position, retire. Then suddenly one day, I am dying. So long you are dying to be something somewhere, now one day you are dying. That time you recognize, I am dying and I forgot how to live. Always dying, dying, dying. What is more important? To be myself or to have something? And that being who you are, effortless. Your roles are not effortless. Will you please see that? Just like I had told you one time, make the list of things that you have. Name your assets, your liabilities. Who you are is not a role, is not a liability, is not an asset. You are always yourself, consciousness. Oh, but I get this information, Swamiji, get this information. I'm very knowledgeable. I can write down an essay on this, PhD, thesis I can write. But I don't have an experience. Really? Think, friends. We shall see what is experience and what is knowledge. Okay? What is experience and what is knowledge. Okay? Now, begin with information. The child is least worried about knowledge and experience. Right? Just think of it. You are informed about something. Let us say, take the example here, what is available. You are informed about a hibiscus, a flower, which is very deeply red. You are informed about it. Now you are curious. I want to see, just see how the knowledge takes place. Okay, friends? Please, please, please. We have been knowing things throughout our life, but nobody has explained to us what does it mean to know. Please see how it is. How the experience forms an inseparable part of knowledge. You may or may not have the knowledge, but experience you cannot be denied. Listen carefully. Information is, you have got information about hibiscus, okay? Right. Now you want to convert it to knowledge. What should you do? If you want to convert it to knowledge, what should you do? Somebody should take you to the flower, right? If you are informed about the Himalayan mountain, if somebody has to convert that information to knowledge, what should they do? They should take you there. Okay, let us talk about this red hibiscus. You want to help your child to know the hibiscus. Now he has heard about hibiscus, a name. He has also told it's a flower. He has also been told it is red, not a pink. There is a pink hibiscus, white hibiscus, red hibiscus, so many different hibiscus, but you must be exposed to, you must know about this hibiscus, this flower. Think. So what do? You have to take him for the experiencing. Get him to get him the knowledge of it. Now please tell me, when you take him to the garden, or you have brought him to the classroom now along with your friend, you have brought your grandchild with you, the Swamiji, in the garden is many, many flowers, that hibiscus, I shall show it to you, you come. So you brought him, you are sitting down there because you want to introduce your child, your grandchild to the hibiscus after the class. Go to the train after the class. Then you come and sit down here. When you sit down here, unless you are a crazy, excitable, cute, person, suddenly you say, hey, here is the flower, here is the flower. Don't talk that, don't do that. You come, you may recognize the flower, but your child, is he experiencing the flower or not? Even if you are going to take your child to the tree to introduce him to the flower, to help him to get the knowledge of the flower, the first step is what? Experiencing the flower. He stands in front of the tree, he is looking at it, experiencing it, but he doesn't know it. Information he has got, he doesn't have the knowledge. Experience he has, he doesn't have the knowledge. Are you getting that point, please? You are taking somebody to introduce him to Himalayas. You are driving. As you are reaching Rirki from Delhi or Dehradun, the Himalayan mountain range is standing in front of you. The person to whom you are going to introduce to him, he is already seeing it. Ah, beautiful mountain range. Suddenly what shall you say? That is Himalayas. Did you introduce to him what he was experiencing? Or it was not there? To have the direct knowledge, listen friends, experience comes first. Experience is coming first. You cannot escape the experience. If you look at your life, friends, please see, experiencing is something continuous. Every person continuously experiencing everything and himself. Until you name it, he does not know he is experiencing a particular place or a particular flower. See, in this ashram, suppose you bring a fellow, he will immediately start experiencing everything. But until you say, this is mango tree, this is Alfonso, this is Imam Pasan, or this is Nagalingam, or this is sort of hibiscus, they will not know. So many things are here. What do you say? So many things are here. I didn't know. But did you experience or not? She is a musician. He is the top administrator in Madras government. This person is a professor in the place, he is a vice chancellor. So many big people are here. Did you experience first? Did you experience them first or you know them first? Are you getting that point, please? Please, friends, see it. I will tell you how this experience is continuous. Please, look at this. Are you seeing this flower? Yes or no? Yes. You don't have to shout. I know, just be there. Just relax and see. Do you see this paper? I see. Do you see this bottle? I see. Now please tell me, sir, what is effortless? Seeing the flower or just seeing? Even this much to understand, people will take time, because nobody sits down to think. What is the difference between seeing and seeing the flower? Because for them seeing means seeing everything. No. Seeing is effortless. Seeing the flower, flower must be there. I take it away, see the flower now. See what is in my room now. Seeing is continuous. Are you getting that point? Seeing is continuous. But what you see goes on changing. Right? You are listening to me. I can stop talking. You can't listen. You can listen to my words, but do you stop listening? No. Are you getting that point? So just see step by step. Seeing is effortless. Seeing an object is not effortless, because the object must be there. Listening, hearing is effortless, but hearing a sound is not effortless, because you have to go to the place where the sound is. Touching is effortless, but touching something is not effortless, because you have to go to the place where the object is there. Tasting is effortless, but to taste a particular something, you can taste your tongue, which is no taste. But if you go to taste something, you have to get that object. That is effort. Smelling, when you're breathing, you know that clear air, clean air, effortless. If you want a particular French perfume, Arabian perfume, any fragrance of any flower, effort. So seeing is effortless, touching effortless, tasting effortless, hearing effortless, smelling effortless. Are you getting that point, please? Now, the next loaded statement. When you say you are seeing, what shall you say? I am experiencing the sight of the flower, right or wrong? So seeing is an experiencing, right or wrong? Seeing is an experiencing the object. Listening means experiencing the sound. Touching means experiencing the touch. Tasting is experiencing the taste. Smelling is experiencing the smell. Okay? Suddenly you discover there are 5 different types of experiences. Hearing is one experiencing. Hearing is an experience. Touching is an experience. Seeing is an experience, tasting is an experience, smelling also is an experience. Suddenly you discover the other way around. Experiencing is same. What you are experiencing through the ear, listening. What you are experiencing through the touch, touching. What you are experiencing through the skin, touching. What you are experiencing through your eyes, seeing, experiencing, what you are experiencing through your tongue, tasting, what you are experiencing through your nose, smelling, or what you are experiencing is not smelling, not tasting, not seeing, not touching, not hearing. Have you stopped experiencing any time? What does it mean? Experiencing means what? Being conscious. I'm experiencing the flower. I'm experiencing, seeing the flower. Listen carefully. I'm experiencing, seeing the flower. Flower disappears. I'm experiencing, seeing. Close your eyes. I'm experiencing, not seeing. So even though flower is gone, I experienced seeing, I am experiencing not seeing, and the flower is gone, but now I am experiencing the thought of the flower, the color of the flower, the fragrance of the flower, the softness of the petal. You are experiencing your thought. Suppose the thought is gone. Mahadeva. Should I say something? Experiencing, being conscious. Inseparable part of every perception, sensation. Somebody introduces it, knowledge. Doesn't introduce you, information. You are continuously experiencing. That is who you are is, in Sanskrit, Anubhava Swarupa. You are of the nature of experience. You cannot wait to experience yourself. Think over this, friends. What you are experiencing, the flower can be taken away. Sounds, touches, taste, everything. Please. Your memories can be lost. Being conscious. And not only that, this experience, yourself, which is Anubhava Swarupa, it is available in every experience. You are listening to a sound, consciousness is a part of it. Do not listen to a sound, consciousness is a part of it. Touch something, consciousness is a part of it. Do not touch something, consciousness is a part of it. Taste something, consciousness is a part of it. Do not taste something, consciousness is a part of it. Smell something, the consciousness is a part of it. Do not smell something, consciousness is a part of it. See something, consciousness is a part of it. Do not see something, consciousness is a part of it. Now completely close your eyes. Take off from the whole world. Close your eyes, shift your attention to your thoughts. Thinking, thoughts are coming, experiences, consciousness is a part of it. No thought, you are still conscious. The I thought comes up and says, now I have stopped experiencing the whole world. No seeing, nothing to see, nothing to hear, nothing to taste, nothing to smell, nothing. That is a fellow who enjoys being meditative. I don't see anything anymore. Now even these thoughts are not there. Even these thoughts are not there. When this I thought is talking nonsense, you are experiencing. And when the thought says, I am not there, should he say that? You are part of it. You are it. No words needed. No I thought needed. No thoughts needed. No memories needed. no perception needed, no sense organ needed, no sensation needed, no object needed for you to be yourself. In every perception, Pashyan, Shunvan, Spushan, Jigran, Asnan, Gachan, Swapan, Swasan, Pralapan, Vishujan, Unmishan, Nimishan, Api Nakinchit, Karomiti, Yukto, Mannita, Tattvavit, number in 5th chapter, Bhagavan Krishna says in Gita. Seeing, hearing, touching, tasting, lifting, winking, closing the eyes, opening the eyes, accepting, rejecting, doing everything. The wise one knows, Nakinchit Karomi, I don't do anything. Who I am, ever there. Should you say that you have not experienced it? Yourself is an inevitable, indelible part of, inseparable part of your every perception, every sensation, every little memory, every little relative knowledge. You are an inseparable part. Even in relative knowledge and ignorance, please see, even in the relative knowledge and ignorance, please see, relative knowledge and ignorance, you are, as I told you, you are taking your child to introduce him to something, to introduce him to an uncle in somebody's house. You are going to introduce him to anything. First you take him there, no? The moment you take him there, he has already started experiencing it. Right or wrong, friends? It is such a simple thing. Don't complicate it, for God's sake. Don't complicate it. Truth is simple. You are simple. Don't tell, this is a very complicated person. You have made him complicated. The society has made him complicated. The father has made him, the mother has made him complicated. The teachers have made them complicated. The people have made the simple, innocent, beautiful child. You have converted it to a poisonous flower or a fruit because you have given him the thoughts that he cannot just accept, but he doesn't know how to reject. Is there anybody who wants to be miserable? But he doesn't know how to not to be miserable. Because you have told him what? Define yourself with all these things. Are you not putting him in, tying him down? Are you not making him a prisoner of his thought, prisoner of his position, prisoner of an idea, prisoner of a faith or a belief or a practice? Religious practices. How many people are the prisoner of practices, beliefs? You called it as the superstition. You laugh at the villager who say that a superstitious fellow, he thinks 13th February is a bad day. Or the looking at a particular bird is a bad sign. Or the, what is that, that lizard falling is a bad sign. This fellow is superstitious. What are you? Superstitious, that with my money I shall be the richest man in the world. With my object, with my things, I shall be happiest man. Superstitious. You feel shattered when somebody challenges your superstition, which you consider as the God-sent faith or revelation. This is the huge superstition we are pushing into people, that with all your money you shall be happy. With all your position you shall be happy. Get married 100 times. Once married, 1 minute, divorce. My 6th time, your 7th time. You can't do. You do enough friends. You are changing everything. You are changing your school, you are changing your college, you are changing your house, you are changing your spouse, you are changing your car, you are changing your food, you are changing your belief, you are changing your hairstyle, you are changing your dress. You are changing everything except yourself. And you don't have to change yourself. Just shift from what you are changing to who you are. Bas. You don't have to change yourself, but for God's sake, no, even the Upanishads will not ask you, give up everything and then give up. What is mine to be given up? Name one thing which is yours. You brought it and came. What are you giving up? Somebody says, give up. Even giving up a habit, What habit? What is that habit? The moment you are out of it, what is the habit? Do you understand what I am saying, friends? Challenge these superstitions. How long shall I take to get out of a habit? 1 second. To build a house takes 1,000 years. Getting out of the house instantly, shall you not run out if there is fire? To build your emotions, it takes time. To get out of this building, these emotions, anger, hatred, jealousy, addictions, don't make a complicated issue out of it. How people have destroyed each other. Who you are, friends, please. Simple. Because you are part of every experience of life. Every experience of life. And who you are, every part of every experience of life. Yet, please understand, why people find it difficult to be aware of themselves? Because we think knowledge means gained by the 5 means of knowledge at our disposal. How do you know? You know the sound by listening. You know the touch by touching. You know the taste by tasting. You know the smell by smelling. You know the sight by seeing. I must know myself. Luckily, who you are is not a sight, not a sound, not a touch, not a taste, not a smell. Kathopanishad will say, asabdam asparsham arupam arasam arupam agandham tatha rasam nitya agandhavachyate. Asabdam asparsham arupam tatha arasam agandhavachyate. Asabdam is not a sound to be heard. Asparsham, not a touch to be touched. Asabdam asparsham arupam is not a rupa, is a form to be seen. Arasam, not a taste to be tasted, not a gandha, not smell to be smelt. Lucky you are not a sound to be heard, or a sound is gone, you are gone. Lucky you are not a touch touch is gone, you are gone. You are lucky you are not a sight is gone, you are gone. Lucky you are not a taste is gone, you are gone. Not as lucky you are a smell is gone, you are gone. Lucky, do you know why, friends? Everything that you have heard, seen, touched, tasted, smelled, where are they now? How do you want to gain an eternal identity with something which is ephemeral? How do you become immortal, eternal, holding on to something which is continuously dying, changing, fragile, ephemeral, transitory, evanescent? How many words are there? Big, big words, difficult to spell even. Immortality. You are. So who you are is not a sound to be heard. Lucky. And in case it is a sound to be heard, what will happen? The day you are deaf, the vision of you, the truth of you is gone. Because it's a sound. You can't hear yourself anymore. Lucky. It is not a limitation that you are not a sound or a touch or a taste or a smell or a sight. It is a glory. Or else you can't hear yourself all the time. If you have something to be heard, you have to worship your ear. If you have something to be seen, you have to worship your eyes. Eye doctors will be precious. Ear doctors will be precious. Which doctor will be precious? The body doctor will be precious. The body doctor cannot fix up his own body. You may be mightiest, the topmost cardiac surgeon. You shall die of a heart attack and not able to do your own cardiac surgery on yourself. Limitation, friends, it is not. Please don't think ever I am laughing at anybody. Nobody to be laughed at. If I laugh at somebody, I must be a high-class idiot. Everything has its place, friends. You think for yourself that who you are cannot be seen. Lucky, or is your eye trouble, vision is gone. Is a taste, your tongue cannot taste. Is a smell, your nose cannot smell. What will happen? It is not Even if 5 sense organs go, you are not somebody outside for the ears to hear you, sound to, eyes to see you, body to touch you, no, tongue to taste you, nose to smell you. Lucky, protected from the vagaries of time, limitations of the expanding universe. Wow. So I am a thought? No. Thoughts are the memories. If something is not heard, what is the memory of the sound? You are not a memory. Are you getting that point, please? What you hear, that sound becomes a memory. What you touch, that touch becomes a memory. What you taste, that taste becomes a memory. What you smell, that smell becomes a memory. Since you are not a sound to be heard, touch to be touched, taste to be tasted, smell to be smelt, sight to be seen, can you have a memory of yourself? So no thoughts. Experiences of the sound, touch, taste, smell also will stop, because when the ears go, listening as an experience stops. When the eyes go, seeing as an experience stops. When the tongue goes, tasting as an experience goes. When the nose goes, corona time, everybody is experiencing, can't smell anymore. Blind fellow cannot see any, all these things, that goes away. That experiences goes away. But do you stop experiencing the deafness? Experiencing the blindness? Or if the deaf and blind will be unconscious? Lucky. Since you cannot see it, the sight is not becomes a memory. Whatever you see this flower, the flower becomes a memory. You see something, that becomes a memory. When you see a person, what happens? The person becomes a memory because she is dead, he is gone, son is gone, husband is gone, wife is gone, friends are dead. Memory, suffering. Lucky you are not a memory, no? Are you a memory to yourself? No, nor anybody can be a memory to you. You are that person. You are everything. Nobody dies, nobody lives. Are you getting that? So everything, even before you see, as an information, you pick up an information through your ear. With your eyes, suppose you won't get the knowledge. Long before somebody names it hibiscus, names it Himalayas, you are already experiencing it. Experiencing is continuous. Experiencing sight is not continuous. Experiencing, listening to the sound is not continuous. But sound goes, your ears go, your memories of the sound goes away also. Experiencing continues. Atma Anubhava Swarupatvat. Upadrashta Anumantacha Bharta Bhokta Maheshwara. Upadrashtas, Shakshi, the witness. Everything is seen because you are behind it. Anumanta, Anubhava Swarupa. Because of which everything is an anubhava. Listen carefully. That what if you can play, if you know Sanskrit. You see, Sanskrit they say, Ramo gacchati, Rama goes. Lakshmana anu gacchati, Lakshmana follows. Anu, that upasarga prefix means following. Rama gacchati, Rama goes. Lakshmana anu gacchati, follows. Aham bhavami, I am. Aham asmi. Anu paschat anubhavami. The thoughts are experienced. Thoughts are you getting that point? Aham bhavami, I am consciousness. Everything else is anubhava. Paschat. Experiencing an experience. Seeing the seeing. You understand? How beautiful. First you. Who is that you? Hindu? Muslim? Christian, what are you doing? Follower of this, follower of that, Indian, European, Australian, American, what are we doing? Man, woman, transgender, male, female, oh God! How much nonsense we have got, how much nonsense! Political democracy, Republican, this, socialist, Congress, BJP, that in India there are so many, all over parties. We don't need, just like many departments in the medical department. There is one eye department, then ear department, there is kidney department. Yes, have all departments to manage everything, not to complicate anything. Different types of thoughts, let it be so. From the childhood, ignorance of the childhood to enlightenment of the child, billion possibilities. Therefore, billion thoughts, billion schools of philosophy, billion schools of thought, practices, meditations, whatever nonsense shall be there, no doubt about it. But don't complicate it. Behind all these billion differences, there is one undifferentiated awareness that you are. I am. Everybody is. No choices. Difficult? Something to be experienced is difficult. Experience is not difficult. Do you understand the point? Something to be experienced, to be heard, to be touched, to be tasted, to be smelled, difficult. Why? Whether object has to be arranged. Sense organs have to be made available. Which is Anubhava Swarup. Consciousness itself, difficult. Building a house in space is difficult. Space. Producing a sound in silence is difficult. Silence. Building a mound on the earth is difficult. Earth itself. Picking up a roll is difficult. Picking up a dress is difficult. Is the body difficult? Step by step. You have to wait for your youth. You have to wait for your adult age. You have to wait for your old age. You have to wait for a thought. You have to wait for a million roles. Are you waiting to be conscious? How do you differentiate in consciousness? Abhaye Bhayadarshina. What all this Upanishadic statement, my God? Abhaye Bhayadarshina. These people are so capable, they see fear in the fearlessness. Abhaye in the fearlessness. Bhayadarshina. They see fear. In immortality, they see that mortality of death, the ferocious, and what type of presentation of the death. Wow. Whether the death is a marvelous thing, we shall see, friends, sometimes. Why sometimes? See now right itself. Death is not there, life is meaningless. That is when Kathopanishad, Yamaraj, the death of the Lord of Death, shall say, Mrityu tasya upasejanam bhavati. When a person knows that he is deathless, immortal, death becomes a pickle. Upasejana means pickle in life. What is the pickle? You are eating chocolate. You are eating ice cream, rasgulla, laddu, Indian sweets, Lebanese sweets. Wow. You are eating supper sweet. Can you eat after 4 or 5 sweets? Nah, why? Tongue is tired. Take a little pickle. The tongue gets a new lease, another 10. So as even the pickles are to the enjoyment or luxury of life, you can eat some more. Death adds to the luxury of living. Suppose everything remains exactly as it is, you are anyway bored, you will be bored stiff, you shall die. Lucky everything changing. And you are the changeless absolute. Think, friends, who is that? Who is that? Every person. So, we shall see tomorrow, friends, more. I say I can continue for 2-3 hours, but I cannot. Time limitation, friends. Timeless has no limitation. Timeless revelry, continuous. Talking about revelry has its time. But understanding it doesn't take time, because you are it. Tomorrow you shall listen some more descriptions, but not more truth. Close your eyes, friends. Knowledge, we shall see how exactly this knowledge of yourself, already there. You don't have to do anything. Siddha vastu, eternally reached, apta, gained, prapta, gained, apta, reached, utpannam, produced, ever existing, purified, pure, and never has any modifications. Always there, ever in meditation. Inevitable part, inseparable part of every experience in life, because you are Anubhava Swarupa. No words needed, no thought needed, no description needed. You are not superior to nobody, inferior to nobody. We all are one and the same in absolute. The differences in relative world is so much welcome. What a celebration of duality and diversity. Only if you see the oneness in and through everything. Just be that. Thank you, friends. Please see it clearly. Thank you.